evaluation. I had a man tell me one, and I don't know why. He looked at this guy, and the guy was a little short guy. He was shorter than I am. He was stocky. And I knew the guy. He just started. And we were talking, and he looked at me and said, hey, he said, will he lie? He said, man, he just looked like he ought to lie. But now, I don't understand how a person can just look like a liar. Now, some of y'all may be able to help me with that, but he couldn't have been looking at the man right. Just to look at it and say he's a liar. But if you sometimes the way you look at a thing and what you're looking for, you end up seeing that even though it's not there. They looked at Jesus, they called him a wine devil. They called him a Beelzebub, which was the prince of devils. But Jesus was and yet is the Son of God. And now, you know, it also makes me think, let's say you were going to deal with the situation. Maybe there was a problem. Now, let me tell you something. A lot of folks couldn't deal with problems. Because sometimes the first thing you hear, you turn around and make your decisions on the first thing you hear. But how many of you know you can't do it like that? That's not looking at it right. The Bible says it's the glory of the Lord to conceal a thing, but the honor of a king is to search out the matter. Check it out. Put the evidence together. Then come up with an evaluation. Let's say if you were in court and somebody went and testified against you, do you want the judge to just take their testimony and say, oh, he's guilty? Oh, they're not going to help me here this morning, are they? But it depends on how you look at it. So we got to learn to look at it right. Put all of it together. Maybe you put a couple of pieces together on a puzzle, but maybe you don't know how that puzzle is going to look until you put it all together. Now we see here as Jesus went through Bethsaida, they brought a blind man to him, and they sought him. They were looking for some help. They wanted Jesus to just touch him. And how many of you know it's good to be touched by Jesus? My God, because if you get touched by Jesus, something is going to take place. No doubt many of us in here today need a touch. Because a touch from it can turn your life around. But the thing that got me when they brought him to Jesus, and Jesus did touch him, but the thing that Jesus did that looked like stood out for me, when he touched him, the Bible said he led him out of time. Oh, glory to God. God, he led him. Let me tell you something. When Jesus touches, he'll lead you out of what you're in. He'll take you somewhere you've never been before. He'll take you to some heights that you've never gone. And he'll cause you to experience some things that you haven't experienced. When he touches you, he will bring you out of what you're in. Oh, but the man, he couldn't see it all. Wouldn't it be bad for somebody to be trying to tell you how something looks and they can't even see? Ooh, y'all don't hear me here. You a lot of folk, man, sometimes some folk won't hardly go to church until it's a funeral. But then they want to tell everybody else how they're supposed to leave. What they ought to do. Now how you gonna tell everybody what they supposed to do and you can't even see?